Evening everybody, and welcome back to Kyiv, Ukraine again. It's 6th of June, it's 9:15 here. We came to the park of Partisan Glory, and let me tell you a story how we spent this night. So let me check if this live stream works, because it's still uploading on my site.
Looking for an edge over the competition? Get 50%.
I hope that the internet will be okay today. We spent, so seems it works. Alright, so let's go here. We have a ferry wheel, we have Luba here. We decided to do this live today in the park. It's a popular place in Kyiv on the left bank. Yesterday we were next to Dnipro River, and we decided to change the location, guys. Hello City Flyer, hello Last White Rose, hello Conrad. So we'll be walking, and meantime I'll tell you the story about tonight. So thankfully, and first of all, we're okay, we're safe. We spent about 4.5 hours in the basement. We have the shelter in our building, so it's ex-bomb shelter, because the building is from Soviet times, and initially it has a bomb shelter, and later on it was occupied as an office, and the people who took this place, they did some upgrade there, renovation, so it's very civil. We have their light, we have there some internet, free internet from the city, and we have there a lot of sofas and beds, because in the beginning, when the war started, that place welcomed about 150-200 people who stayed there for several weeks. So like it's not, like the basement with tubes, with spider webs. It's, of course, it's underground, there are no normal air, a bit chilly. Luba was sleeping there, I was Luba was trying to sleep there, I was talking to other people, to other guys. We went there after the first big bangs, because in the beginning we had just air raid, like this siren. Later on, maybe in 15 or 20 minutes, the sounds of drones, then air defense, and after that something bigger, like ballistic missiles, and then some Patriot systems started to work, and there are a lot of flames in the air, and sounds, shaking, vibrations, and of course mostly all the citizens and residents of this building, they went down to the shelter, and we also went there. And being there, we also felt these explosions, the sound of air defense. Sometimes it was really close to us, like in the maybe 200-300 meters, and it was unusual to hear that being on the ground. And we spent there almost 5 hours, in exactly 4.5 hours, and then at 5 a.m. we went back to the apartment. I was okay, because I used to night shifts, and for me it's okay to be active during the night, but for Luba it's a big problem. She's
Я вообще дуже погано сплю.
who are you? Owl or
Я?
not
Да,
owl?
да.
Yeah,
Ні, жаворонок.
Жайворонок. She's some kind of bird who likes
Opposite.
to sleep.
So-
Yeah, opposite, antonym. So for her it's a real problem, but in my case I used to that. So I was talking to some guys. I met my friend there, and after we went up, we
Запитали за туалет, помниш?
somebody was asking about the bathroom, the toilet, how it looks like in Ukraine. So this is the public toilet. You see, we see water closet, the Park of Partisan Glory. I don't know if it's free or not. Probably it's paid. And we, by the way, yeah, let me make it like this. And I even hear the music. So in this park we have the restaurant Мысливский Двір. This is like a hunter yard. So we are heading that way, and I can hear the sound of music, so maybe even there is some kind of party. Here we have some attractions from Soviet era. When I was a kid, I came here with my parents, and I was riding exactly this one. Some of them were changed for newer, but it's still some of Soviet left. You can see this arch, Парк культури and відпочинку, the Park of Culture and Rest, Партизанська слава, Partisan Glory, and the symbol I love park. Може сходимо до фонтанів, покажемо?
Так.
Yeah, so. What else? So, Russians, they attacked almost all regions in Ukraine and several major cities. I know then that in Lutsk the entire building collapsed, and I know that 2 people been killed there, the family, some couple. In total amount of victims is 4, and up to 100 people were injured. In Kyiv also several buildings were damaged. So also the metro line was damaged. Seems that Russians, they targeted energy infrastructure, they targeted hydro station and energy plant that we have in Kyiv. And the total amount was 400 drones all over Ukraine and about 40 missiles. But guys, despite all of this, you can see this.
Класно, я щас теж побігла.
Right in the middle of such tough times, you can see this beauty. You can see a lot of kids, you can see a lot of couples. Я похожу, поснимаю. You can see this fountain. It was opened about 4 years ago, and during summertime it attracts everyone, and especially kids. Ох ты! Hey Steve, I'm sorry I do not read comments because I'm concentrated on this live. But hi to everyone. Hello from Kyiv, Ukraine. Thanks for joining our live. Oh, lights. Finally. Hey Wally. Hello Mystic Sage. Very good, they're having fun. Yeah. Hello Nata, hello Kennock. Hey guys. Пішли далі, може до озера? Пішли туди до озера.
Хороший такий морський бриз.
Люба is saying that we have sea breeze right here. These small water drops because it's really hot. Today it was about 30 degrees during the daytime and now it's maybe 24 or 25.
Знаєш, з цими дітьми стало веселіше біля фонтану. Маленький шоу.
І не просто веселіше. You know, seeing all this, seeing how kids have fun, it makes you to smile. It makes me to feel something good.
Гарно. Що, полізеш?
Хочешь покупаться?
Ні, я тебе знімаю.
Люба is offering me to try, but not today, thank you. Phew. We can sit here, yeah, and you can basically watch this show. But I don't know about the sound. Maybe it's a bit noisy for you guys, or maybe, huh? Maybe it's okay. You can write it in the comments. Hello Ness, hello Jan. Political, yeah, it's good that even after what Russia did, the kids have no fear and they are happy. And many people, yeah. But this night was definitely sleepless for everyone. Because we've been exhausted right after we wake up. You still feel this. You still feel that you have no strength.
Надіюсь, що сьогодні не виспить.
Пішли просто на ту сторону. Стоп. Except beside from this fountain, we also have here several lakes. That amusement park.
Так, так. Я фотопарк.
There is also a ferry wheel. So maybe some Russian officials are watching this video. Guys, do you think that you can break Ukrainians? А? Да. Okay, let's leave this area. Let's go to our lakes. I hope that we're able to catch up on some rest today. Today we slept from 5 till 9:30, and I'm like, it's maybe enough for me, but of course I feel some I feel something that that it was not okay, because all these short dreams not that healthy for our body. You can see this wing in form of bird. You can see that not who is that guy?
Какаду?
Kakadu? Woody woodpecker, right? This park is really good organized. It was renovated maybe more than 10 years ago, but it still has everything like new. Benches, these walks, a lot of trees everywhere, a lot of entertainments that you can do. There is the temple on that side. Hey Kevin, watching you live now. Nice park. Sure, my friend. I got the message from my friend that he's watching this live, because he wasn't able to watch my live yesterday, so maybe today. Де? Моргає?
Все такі штуки.
Ні, просто якийсь like some, як називається, атрибут. So after that, in the morning, I do not remember if we had air raid. Пам'ятаєш, там було щось чи ні? Seems that we
Просто довго ж.
did not have, yeah, but during the night it was about 4 or 5 hours or even more. Through the balcony I saw that maybe 1.5 kilometers some debris were falling down, and later on there was the message that debris hit the 17th floor of residential building. So then I understood that it was that flame. Там, да, ми тут пройдемо, там може де буде озеро, буде чуть-чуть видніше.
На камері точно?
Ні, на камері добре. So lighted area seems over, but we have to pass about maybe 300 meters, and there I'll show you our lakes. During summertime people can swim there, lying on the sand. I spent there also a lot of days. When I was younger, when I was a kid, of course, this place was not so organized, without this asphalt, without this road. It was just sand, and it was like, you know, like a wild forest. But now, of course, it's much better. Back then we also had here small amusement park with few attractions. Now I see that it's empty. You saw any missiles or drones? Political Syria, I heard a lot of drones. They were flying above the building, next to the building. I saw patriots. I saw just gunfire against drones and patriots against missile. Then you can just look up on the sky, and you can see this gunfire from a lot of sides. Because right now this is, let's say, it's not the central part of the city. This is the almost the suburb of the city, and right here we have forest, and this forest is about like 20 or 25 kilometers long. So it seems that of course around the city there are definitely air defense, but standing on the balcony, even on let's say fifth or sixth or seventh floor, you can see a lot around, because there are not so many high-story buildings like 20-story buildings, so nothing hide the sky from you. And I was standing on the balcony. Luba was in the hall, was saying, Paulo, come here, don't stand there. But basically you can hear the drone, and you can see that it's far. There are also some projectors, these huge lights that our people who work with defense use. So this is the first lake. Right there we have the second lake. Right there we have the third lake. Yeah, nobody's swimming there. Бачиш точечки? Це з чого?
Це така мошка.
And here some rest zone, some cafes. 21:35 in Ukraine. Yeah. Hello, Dave. It's good to see you again. They also hit that government building in Kharkiv that wasn't even in use anymore. They targeted a lot of buildings that are empty, that are even abandoned, especially some old hotels where are nobody, pretending that there are some NATO troops every time when they attack some hotel, especially in Odessa, because in Odessa they damaged a lot of buildings like hotels. Every time they say there are some troops, and yeah, and of course there are a lot of civil people who live nearby and who injured because of that. Whew. It's good evening right now, despite the night and the attacks, because we don't know about today, because yesterday I was telling you that I assumed that today they will attack, because after that talk between Trump and Putin said that we will revenge. So yeah, we had several warnings about that. Пішли? Да, йдемо назад. Let's go back, because it's getting darker. Hey to everyone who is watching us live. Oops. Hi Paolo, my friend Anastasia said her apartment building was hit by debris by no damage. Yeah, could be, because you can imagine the amount of drones, and a big part of them were shut down by air defense. Thankfully nothing fell down near us. Maybe it was like a few kilometers from us, but generally all these explosions, even air defense, it's such a loud. So it seems that just few, yeah, maybe few of you know that how it sounds, because even when it's far it seems like it's just next to your window, next to your building, like you're in the middle of the combat. some people were saying Putin will do it again tonight. Seems so. Look, it's not the first time, because they've been doing it on the daily basis for the last 7 or 8 months. Because in the beginning of the fall, maybe in September, October, they started to attack us almost every day, especially in Kyiv. I read some news that they produce enough shaheds, they produce enough drones, and they can just increase the amount of attacks. So of course the perspective is not that good, and of course it makes us to worry. But yeah, it's it's like our ordinary life with these daily attacks, with this risk. And of course we'd like to get rid of that, but how we can do that if you see there are no there are no understanding. We had several rounds of peace talks, and even by the way, today I also read that maybe leaders preparation is preparing leaders preparation, or like leaders meeting Putin, Trump and Zelensky in the end of this month. I don't know how true is that, but of course maybe if that happens, maybe we'll have some understanding of what we should await, because right now you just hope and you want to believe that it's possible to like have some progress in these peace talks to at least reach the ceasefire, but every time you see that the Russians, they are against the normal ceasefire, they are offering just short ceasefire for 1 or 2 days, and of course it means something, and it shows that that somebody doesn't want to stop. Really nice park, looks relaxing. Hello, John. Добрий вечір from Düsseldorf. Добрий вечір. Tilumbus. Anyone noticed that wishes and prayers aren't working? VF. I noticed that. You can imagine the amount of people who wish and pray for us, and you can imagine the amount of people who wish all the worst, direct Putin, and nothing really works out, unfortunately. Looks more like Carpathian Mountains than Kyiv. Yeah, maybe because of this green grass, because of these colors and some hills. Reconnecting back. So political sphere, as far as I understand, the people who've been to the talks, the people who represent our side, let's say land issue is not problem. The problem is to have some guarantees. The problem is to reach this ceasefire, because Putin they announced this memorandum, and there are 2 options for peace. Like Ukraine should withdraw troops from 4 regions, the first option, and the second option was that there are like a lot of demands, but without withdrawing these troops. But we have to recognize officially that this land is not ours anymore. And of course, officially, nobody wants to do that. And of course, our side want to return that land through diplomacy. Of course, not in a year or two, maybe in a 5 or 10 or 15, it doesn't matter. My personal view that, of course, our lives, lives of our people are the most important, more important than land. Because you can return land, but you cannot return people. And even those people who already left, there is like low chance that we will return them back. And nobody knows how many more people will leave Ukraine in the nearest future. And that's the big issue. Because the more war drags on, more and more people left, because it's just impossible to live under such circumstances. And if you guys think that even we, like, ready to live in such circumstances forever, of course not. Because it's just impossible to live, to plan, to born kids, to raise them in the shelters. It's very, very hard. It's impossible, to live by your own without kids. Yeah, no, like mental health, physical health, everything is suffering. You just go crazy, you just go mad, because it's absolutely different life. It's absolutely different from what we had before. The lighting in the park looks very nice. Is this Helsinki National Park? No, Mark Evans. This is a park of Partizansky glory. It's on the left bank of Kyiv. The drone attack was stupid. One has to do one's own work. There is no other mediator where the country is concerned. Mediation can sometimes be harmful. May we overcome tyrants. Hello in gear. So this is a memorial place. It was opened last year. And guys, I showed you that many times that nowadays we have such memorials in every park and in a lot of squares. So these are the people from this district, from Darninsky district. It says that heroes do not die. So you can imagine the way how many people feel. And this feeling is absolutely opposite to normal feeling. Hello Mo, hi Paul and Luba, I just logged on, sending you my support. I'm so sorry I lived through this for 3.5 years. Thank you Mo. for your words. Every intelligent country means to consider sensitivities of their neighbors. What's time in your country? It's 10 minutes to 10 p.m. so it's 9:51. Hello Julian from Belgium. Thank you. You give each other courage. I don't know. Про всіх. I don't know what to say, because it shouldn't be like that, for sure. But from what I see, guys, like, the more this war goes on, it's harder and harder to end it, to stop it, to find some resolution, to find some common ground. Because more people involved, more people died, more people suffered, and it's just impossible to give up, and it's just impossible to say, okay, like, it has to be, let's say, the best terms, even if they are bad, even if they are not good as we want. But of course, it has to be stopped somehow. This is Rusty from Chicago, not Mo. Rusty, sorry, I'm confused, because I do remember somebody with a similar nickname to you, and I was chatting, and he said that his name Mo, so I thought that you Mo. But okay, Rusty, now I will know that. Are tourists still traveling to Ukraine, or nobody these days? Mystic Sage, I don't know about tourists, but there are a lot of people on the streets. There are a lot of people on central, let's say, city sites. There are even some of my subscribers who are willing to come in a few weeks, in a week, in a month. So yeah, it's, you know, it's very, very interesting place for tourists to visit right now, but it's freaking scary, and of course it's risky. So it's better for you to stay home, stay safe, and not to go and risk your life. Alright guys, it's been almost an hour. Hello mom. Hey Johnny. Yeah, it's been almost an hour. It's already 10, and big thanks for watching this live. I hope that you're okay and you like this live stream. Let's wish that we'll have calm night today without attacks, but of course I have a lot of doubts about that. So this is, by the way, our public bus, or not, but yeah, bus and tram station with coffee shop right here. And yeah, let's wait for our transport and go back. I'll check your comments.
Want to start a business?
Notice how empty everything is. Crimea River, it's empty because it's late. It's almost 10 p.m. So everybody's home. But you can just go back like 20 or 25 minutes back, and you will see how many people we had near Fontaine. Is this girl car mechanic? Who is mechanic? SUV. I love Ukraine from Panoha. Jay Davis, thank you so much for your super chat. Mom Fuss, thank you so very much, Paula and Luba, for showing us your beautiful country. Peace must come. Thank you, Mom Fuss. Alright guys, thanks a lot for staying with us, for watching this live. Thanks a lot for your kind words and support. Let me show you this Soviet Ferris wheel, and on this note I'll be finishing this live. Thank you guys, and